ଆମେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସରେ କ'ଣ ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିଥିଲେ? ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟର୍ସ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ, ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟର୍ସ ଆସୋସିଏସନ, ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟର୍ସ ୟୁନିୟନ ସିମିଲାର ଟୁ ଟ୍ରେଡ୍ ୟୁନିୟନ। ଆମେ ଏଇଟା ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସରେ। ट्रेड यूनियन इज मोस्टली एम्प्लॉय स्पेसिफिक। एम्प्लॉय मानकर इंटरेस्ट को प्रोटेक्ट करने लगे ट्रेड यूनियन फॉर्म होता है। सिमिलरली एम्प्लॉयर्स association, employers organization are formed for to protect employers interest, employers concern, whatever they have issues concern, they have to unitedly take the issue further. So employers organization is created. Both are similar to organization, members are there. In this case, employees are the members, and the other case, employers are the members. This thing we discussed, but still we'll read. An employers organization or employers association is a collective organization or manufacturers, retailers, other employers of wage labor. Employers organizations seek to coordinate the behaviors of their member companies in matter of mutual interest, such as during negotiation with trade unions or government bodies. Employers organization operates like trade unions and promotes the economic and social interest of its members organization. Employers organization are formal group of employers set up to defend, represent, or advise affiliated employers and to strengthen their position in society at large with respect to labor matters as distinct from economic matters. They may conclude collective agreement, but this is not a formal role and cannot be an element of their definition. Unlike trade unions, which are composed of individual persons, it's exactly similar to trade union, as I told you. That is what trade union. Unlike trade unions, it is composed individual persons. Employees organizations are composed of enterprises. Most legal definitions of trade union apply to them. ट्रेड यूनियन एक्ट रे 1926 जो ट्रेड यूनियन एक्ट रे जो क्लॉज अच्छी whatever rules and regulation, most of them are applicable in case of employees organization, employers association. Trade unions apply to them. The Trade Union Act 1923 includes in its purview both association of workers as well as employers. Whatever written in Trade Union Act 1926, most of the rules, regulations, clauses are applicable in employers union. So both are same. The main objective of employers organization are similar, so they may vary to an extent in matter of details. For organization to deal with labor problem from the employer's point of view, as rightly pointed out Mr. Naval Tata, employers organizations are required to develop healthy and stable industrial relations. We discussed earlier, this industrial relation is mainly to safeguard, to protect the interest of employees and employers from both the sides. If employees has any concern, they will take to their union will take the concern to the owner, to the employer, and vice versa. Employer has any concern, they have to take to employee. So it is in the same way. And this kind of union is formed because of due to this reason, promote collective bargaining at different level. It could be any benefits, any accidental reason. So collective bargaining means the entire union is fighting for you instead of you are asking something. So that kind of activity, that kind of drive promoted by the union. So that is the reason union are formed. Bring an unified employers viewpoint on the issues of industrial relations to the government in a constant matter. That means whenever an employee has an issue or any conflict with the authority, with the government, the union can take it further like a common issue. For example, if you have issues with your timing, salary, so that can be discussed and take an issues to the employer for a common issue, not only your individual issues. Everyone has issues on timing or salary, represented in the meeting of Indian labor law. So this organization, the body, the authority, the president or the secretary, whoever elected for the union, they represent many meetings, many or many committee, many conference which are organized by the government. There are a couple of things given as the example. ILC, Indian Labour Conference. These are organizations represented by the different union body will represent this. Another is Standing Labour Committee, SLC, ILC and SLC. So employers and employee most of the times represent this organization whenever there is a discussion meetings. This is one reason why employers organization is formed. This is the meaning of trade union. So managers and officers are increasingly banded themselves into collective of association which are gaining the aspect of trade unionism. This paper seeks represent to extent of this phenomenon, the underlying factor responsible for it, the problem of recognition and the association response. Union association relations and likely trend in the future. That means managers and officers, whoever are the higher authority, they are sometimes need help in case of their concern, their problem, whatever they are facing, their dispute, their conflict. So they form this kind of union, this kind of organization to consider to take the further action on their concern. So that is known as managers or employers union. There are different reason why it is formed. So all this reason I have listed in one slide. Why managerial union created? Why this organization has created? There are different reasons. So, broadly, these are the main reasons, and more or less all these reasons are related to managers' concern, managers' issues. Once someone is not happy, someone in the sense managers or authority or the officers who are in the higher authority, they are not happy. They are not uh, satisfied with some concern, so they raise it. So let's say first one is wage related. If their wage is not proper, so how they will tell this? To whom they will tell this? So there is a concern, there is an organization with whom they can raise their concern. So that organization will consider all these things. The first thing is their financial return related issues, wage related. The second one is identity related, loss of identity. Suppose no one knows them, they don't have any status in the organization, they don't have any identity, they don't have any power. So that is one concern, that is one reason for unhappiness. Job insecurity. Suppose their job is not secured, they don't trust their employment. So that is another reason of union issues. These are the causes. In fourth point, perceived need for protection from militant trade union. That means what? In most of the organization, in large organization or small organization, whoever is the front runner means whoever is the main authority, managers, middle managers, they are taking most of the decision, and mostly the company is running for them. They are the driving force of the company. So they are taking all the decision means that is risky. So if whatever going good, then good. If something is going wrong, then they have to take the blame. So most of the issues are there with them. So they are the front people, so they are taking all the blame when something is wrong. So that is one concern for them to understand the issue. So that means they are taking a bigger risk and they are driving most of the things in the company. ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ପାନୀରେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ମ୍ୟାନେଜର ରହିଲେ, ବଡ଼ ବଡ଼ ଲୋକ ରହିଲେ, ସେମାନେ ସବୁ ଡିସିସନ ନେଉଛନ୍ତି। ଯଦି କିଛି ଭୁଲ ହେଲା କଣ ହେଲା, ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଆସୁଛି। ତେଣୁ ସେମାନେ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି? ସେମାନେ କ୍ଲେମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ they are the risky people and they are taking more challenges, more risk for the business. So that means they deserve more from the company. That is their demand or that is their concern, that is their unhappiness. So that kind of issues are taken by the union. Bureaucratic culture. Bureaucratic culture means administrative culture, whatever. So most of the times the managers are In some company, particularly in railway, so you have the British type of culture, or bureaucratic culture means juniors has a lot of respect to seniors, seniors has a lot of respect to his senior. So in modern company, in nowadays in modern company, so you will see everyone is equal. That is the trend in nowadays in most of the company. But in older company, you will see there is a different culture. People will respect each other based on their position. That impacts, that is sometimes not good. So everyone is equal in many sense. Absence of a participative forum, promotion policies to be third force between the working class and the management. These are the policy related issues, forum related issues. Most of the times the managers has issues on their promotion, but they think they are not promoted and they cannot take the concern to anyone if the higher authority has some issues on their promotion. So they cannot take it to anyone. So that is the reason the union is formed, and the union is taking care of all these issues, whatever the managers, whatever the authority, whatever the top management is facing, these are the concern given in them. So one question may come like, why managerial union is formed? Or what are the reasons for managerial union? What are the major causes why managerial union is formed? Based on that question, these are the answer one can write. Any concern manager is one employee. So only thing, they are the higher authority, they cannot take their concern to anyone. So there should be someone to listen their authority. That is the difference. These are the functions of trade union. Another question may come, what are the functions of trade union? Most of the times, like both are similar. Negotiate agreement with employees on pay and condition. Suppose in the organization, the employees are not getting well, not getting the proper salary as per the market, not getting the overtime. So these kind of issues employees will take to a union. The working condition, the environment is not good. That is what written in one of the major function of the trade union. Negotiate agreement with the employers on pay and condition. The trade union will talk to the employer on behalf of the employees regarding their salary, bonus, overtime, all the and, mm, and, mm, 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 and have an agreement with the employer. regarding their working condition, environment. Discuss major changes to the workplace such as large-scale redundancy. Suppose there is a change required in the workplace. There are many people working in a small place. The infrastructure need to improve, or the workplace need to be air conditioned, or there could be a new building. So these kind of things the union will discuss with the employer and bring those changes on behalf of the employee. Discuss members' concern with the employees. Concerns, any concerns. It could be financial, non-financial, leave-related concern, salary-related concern, insurance-related concern, working environment-related concern, any concerns. Accompany members in disciplinary and grievance meeting. Suppose there is any dispute between the employers and employers. So the union will talk and fight for that on behalf of the employee along with the members with the employer for any dispute, any grievance, any compensation, any disciplinary action. So employee has to take the help of union. Provide members with legal and financial advice. Suppose employees require any legal issues, any help on the court, on an advocate, any need for financial, if the employee requires any loan, so union will help and arrange those for the employees and provide the required help in matters to legal and financial. Whenever there is a requirement, employee need any kind of help, so they should be ready to help that. Provide education facility and certain consumer benefits such as discounted insurance. Insurance is one major area. Family insurance, personal insurance, health insurance. So there are more small trainings or education required for the employee to understand this, what are the benefits given by the employer. So union is responsible to provide such education to its employees to understand the benefits, whatever the company is given in terms of insurance or other benefits. So that kind of education company has to give always. Union is always responsible to provide and educate the people for those kind of knowledge. So, for example, so one person is working but not aware what are the benefits, what are the compensation, what are the monetary and non-monetary benefits the employer is providing. So the union is giving periodically or timely training, timely education to the employee to make them understand what kind of insurance it is, how much money you can get through insurance, what is required, what is not required, who is entitled in your family. So only employee or the parents or the children. So everything the union is explaining to the employee. So that is one major function of the union, to provide the education to the employee regarding all benefits, all financial and non-financial benefits given by the employer to the employee. So these are the main function of the unions. This could be one question related to unions. What are the main functions? What are the responsibility? What are the roles? So you can elaborate through different points. You can write it. The first thing is discuss all the concerns regarding salary and non-salary, non-monetary, negotiate and create agreement, and provide the education, provide the financial advice, legal advice, disciplinary and grievance meetings, accompany members. Members are scared to join different meetings, and the union is accompanying members. So these are the points one can write in detail. Go through this point in detail. So we'll not take a long class today. We'll close the class here. We'll not take any break today. And next class we'll read more on trade union and what are the different conflicts arises, and roles and responsibility in more detail of trade union, what it does, what are the, how it is impacting the organization, and we'll take couple of example, the actual trade union existing in India. Those things we'll discuss in the next class. These points you go through it and let me know if you have any questions. You give me the attendance and we'll close the class today here.